sticker?
Actually, it's a sticker. Yeah, there's 4 stickers on it, but it's pretty cool. I gotta get him to make a face like mine, my face.
You guys should do
I keep doing this because I'm used to being at home. I always have to have one
One
ear
night,
for
one
the
off.
kids. Yeah,
You guys should do a live video podcast.
want to.
Yeah, you could do that. Just
You already have a YouTube channel.
that way, you just bring the Zoom, and then handheld mic and plug it in with headphones.
I don't want to do it on Facebook Live though.
No, man, do it. Just
Do it
put it
on-
up on
on-
YouTube or something.
Well, Twitch has a
I don't know,
live
man.
thing. That's where everybody goes to watch live videos.
Twitch is the one on Ellen. No, the DJ Twitch. No,
I don't know, maybe.
different Twitch.
It's the website.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought of too.
It's
Twitch.
the
Wrong
video
one.
game one. It's the like people stream their video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where people are going for video.
Oh, is that where they do it?
YouTube's starting to tank.
How do you stream?
Are you
video?
recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do That's it. We're on, Johnny. Johnny's on his phone. Come on, Johnny. Get into the podcast.
He's got his list.
We're live. All right, he's got his list.
All right. Well, there's usually a bit of preamble here, but this is the SeanGeek Podcast.
Saturday morning.
Sunday morning.
Oh,
Oh, Sunday
it
morning.
must have been a rough night for you. You lost time.
Yeah. So me and Fast Red Fingers here.
Hello.
Hello. We got 2 special guests in the studio today. We're actually in the studio today. We're not in my car.
Right.
Who do we got?
Johnny's a special one.
Nah, well, JP, Be Funna Boy,
Be Funna Boy.
204.
That's how I tagged you.
Yeah, and the
Funna
last
Boy.
time I was here, I had a great time. So, and then I'm glad Paulo's able to be here as well because he was scheduled when we were going to do the wrestling hip hop, but then he couldn't make it.
Wrestling hip hop. That's
Hip-hop.
that's like awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the presence of the Lord that day.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, good to be here though. Been listening to you guys for a long time. It's nice to be here. I love the studio, Todd.
Oh, thank you.
Love the guitars.
Get a
This
little
is
bit
my
of
favorite.
ambiance. Oh, that's the
That one's awesome.
Eddie Frankenstein replica. I made that out of a
You did that?
Squire Strat.
Oh, he made it. Yeah.
Holy.
I think it was a Korean one. The neck is awesome. I don't know why that particular one, but the actual body itself is plywood.
Really?
Yeah. So when I took it apart, I went, "What is this?" It's like a marine. I know it's very, very dense, but
Just reminds me of something like a British band. Like a guitarist in a British band would use.
That's from the Austin Powers movie. I don't know if that's what it reminds me.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the crazy colors.
You know, like the
Reminds
red,
me.
the white,
Yeah. Yeah.
the black.
That's an exact replica,
Of?
like of Eddie Van Halen's Franken Strat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Like down to the detail. Like
That's awesome.
this. All the cigarette burns are recreated.
strategically placed.
You actually spent
You
time
get the
recreating.
old tape.
Where's
where
the
you
where's
put
the lines where the
strips.
cocaine was snorted off of?
That's on the back. Probably. I don't know.
Well, the back actually has reflectors on it, and there's one reflector that's broken on purpose because that's just the way that he has it. And he's got a
Really?
quarter on there. I don't think I have the right year though, but I had to get an American quarter that was pretty close.
See, you lost me now. That's it. No longer authentic.
But
That's cool though, man. Super cool.
oh, thank you.
And the paintings and all that. I like that too.
He even made rust on there in the right spots.
Really? Yeah.
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 Man.
If you look in the cavity right in the center, that's
Yeah.
where the center pickup would have been. He's got a switch in there.
And you replicated that too?
Yeah.
Man.
So you take the switch and you put it in, I think it's bleach. Leave it overnight and it'll just rust like crazy.
Holy.
So that's how they
All these little tricks you need
kind
to
of
know.
make it look aged.
Cool.
Yeah. They got cigarette burns on the headstock where he would put his put the cigarettes in between the strings and then would burn the
Here's the real deal here. I'm just pulling it up on my laptop.
Oh man, that's like to the
Oh,
T.
wow. Yeah.
See, can you see that, JP?
Yeah. Yeah. That it. Oh man.
That's to the T.
pretty
Yeah.
close.
You could have
Pretty
sold.
close.
You could have sold this thing to me and told me it was the real deal. I'd be like, yeah, all right, here's $1,000. I'll take it.
Well, hey, if you look on Kijiji, there's a lot of that stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's mostly Les Pauls, but
JP does that stuff.
No.
and then I've got a red and white here, which is one of his other ones. that he
Red and white.
that the white and black and white. My God.
Saturday night was rough.
Yes, really rough. Been colorblind overnight.
Cool. So that's one of
So
his.
there's the white and black there. That's Eddie's.
Oh wow.
It's like all the lines, all your black lines there
Yeah, I
are
tried.
like exact, right?
I tried to make them as
As
close
close
I
as
could,
possible.
yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You have to take some pictures and put them on your Twitter so people know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, actually, on the studio picture, you can see them on the wall.
Yeah, actually, in the studio picture.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
Oh, wait, do we have that one on the studio picture?
I think so. Might be on my page actually, on the Todd Geek page.
What? Can't connect securely to this page. Why not? There we go. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, they're in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's my wall. I got another one. I was trying to do the Stevie Ray Vaughan thing, and I never did finish it, but
Oh, that's why.
I just kind of left it. Yeah. Yeah, because I was going to sell it originally because I've got way too many strats. I've got, and I got, I think a couple more in there.
Go.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the reason we brought you guys here today was
Talk about Sweden.
Sweden. Sweden.
I got my IKEA app on.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of IKEA, I just bought one of these
Oh yeah.
units for inside. It's
So it's like
a patio bistro set. That's what they called. Aplaro. Is that Aplaro? I don't know. How
Let's
do you
see.
pronounce
Johnny, take a stab at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny.
Aplaro, I hope.
that? Aplaro.
Aplaro, I don't know.
I'm going to go with
Probably added.
Aplaro.
Yeah.
In
There.
French.
I don't know.
In
I thought
French
you were
translation.
Portuguese. I think you're Swedish.
Aplaro.
The French
Yeah, Plato.
translation.
Oh, but it's got
is
all those
underwear.
accents. Like,
Yeah.
Where do you?
I have no idea.
I don't know how
what
those
are.
accents work.
I just replace.
And the translator's not here for today, so
No.
Who's our translator?
Ingrid. Well, Ingrid was going to come in, and
Who's Ingrid?
I don't know.
he just made that up. Keep going with it. Keep going with it. Improv.
Hey, man, I'm believing this. I'm like,
I think she works at IKEA.
if she's Swedish, is she Swedish? Is she blonde?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, bring her in.
Actually, one of the IKEA. No, Ingrid's actually one of the designers at IKEA. That's one of the names I see pop up from time to time when I walk in there.
Oh,
I actually pulled it from somewhere. It wasn't out of my rear end.
Ingrid.
So the whole point of doing a podcast on Sweden, there's some history. They talk about Sweden in that Michael Moore documentary. I think you're the one that told me about it originally, right? Which country to invade next? I think it's called.
Oh man, you've seen it too, Johnny, haven't you?
Which
Where he goes around to Michael Moore goes around to different countries in the world, and he takes all the good things about what they're doing within their own country, and
Like the healthcare and all
Education.
Yeah, they have a lot of good
Education.
social.
they talk about how the decriminalization of drugs in Portugal. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
there's a big sequence in Portugal in that movie.
They go to Italy and they find out how everybody has. I think it's like
It's called Where to Invade Next. That's what it is. Yeah.
Everybody in Italy has like 3 weeks of holidays, no matter what you do. Everybody, it's like federal law. Everybody is entitled to whatever it is, 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it is.
The premise behind the movie was, here's the synopsis. Just in time for an election season that features an unhinged billionaire, a grumpy socialist, and two political dynasty names the public is weary of, here comes America's favorite #1 political provocateur. Blah 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 blah. It's not even seeing the premise.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen that
It's on
one.
Netflix.
Michael Moore.
It's
I'll
really
have
good.
to
man.
watch. Yeah.
Really good.
I've seen his other stuff.
But he says, well, now that I think it was like we have Trump in power, so we got to decide where we're going to invade next. I think they're ranking the countries.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's like a spoof of
a spoof of.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they
I'm
go-
glad. The scary part is they've done some of that because unfortunately, some countries are under they take out the leader and then put their own sympathizer
Oh yeah.
for U.S. interests, unfortunately, and other.
This podcast is about to go off the rails.
Yep.
Go ahead, Johnny.
So
No, I could go in more depth, but I'll leave it at that.
So they talk about Sweden. They talk about multiple countries, but
Yep.
Sweden's one of them they talk about there. So that was kind of my introduction to something more on Sweden that I didn't know. At some point in time, I don't know if it was like November last year, October, November, December, somewhere thereabouts, we saw a spike in Swedish numbers on the show. And at one point for that month, Sweden had the highest numbers of any country, including Canada.
Wow.
Not sure why. But then we started talking about it on the show. Saying, what's these Swedish numbers? Well, I was kind of talking about it. And then I said, Sweden number 1, and then like Canada, and then USA, and then like UK, Australia, whatever. And then when I brought that up, all of a sudden the UK number started to climb. So then there was like a rivalry between the UK. Oh yeah, of course they were. And
cool
then it was like kind of a fight on the numbers for a couple of months. And I don't know, we reached out to Sweden. I contacted the was it Prime Minister?
I reached out. Hey, Sweden, I'm reaching out.
I reached out on the show, brought it up on the show, but no one's actually ever like messaged us or anything. So it's kind of really weird. So
Consulate didn't call you?
No, the consulate didn't call me. I thought I might get cease and desist. Like, we don't want to be associated with your podcast.
Yeah.
Stop talking about us.
But anyway, so ever since then, we were trying to figure it out. And I think we have some followers on the Instagram page. They're from like, not death metal bands, but
Oh, wow.
types of metal bands that wear corpse paint and that sort of stuff. So I think maybe we have followers in the metal community out there, because the metal community is like huge.
Now, did you link the Dome page to?
Well, I was posting on the
Geek
Dome.
one? Yeah.
I was posting episodes on the Dome page.
Because there
for a
could
while.
be some cross.
Some Dome fans.
Yeah,
people are
some Dome
listening.
Maybe you
fans.
could do some cross promotion.
Yeah.
What was it? The voice there.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that would be great. Cross promotion.
Cross promotion.
Dome
boy, what
for a
kind-
one-time event. With some band, whatever the band's name is.
The opening band name is Desire.
Yeah.
I heard that podcast.
One of my we're talking to a t-shirt company too. Met with them
Cool.
this week. Pricing looks in line. Quality is really, really good. I'm not going to say who it is yet on the air.
Is it Nike?
Damn it.
Sorry.
And yeah, it looks good. So I think we might have some t-shirts soon. But I want to do a Desire t-shirt.
Desire.
I want it.
You totally should. Yeah.
A black
Yeah.
t-shirt, the logo in red, and then quotation marks under the logo. Desire.
Desire. Yes, that's my catchphrase.
That is your catchphrase. Bacon is your spirit animal.
Yeah.
Your spirit animal? The pig is your spirit animal, and
I think it's a bear. I think it's bacon in the morning. What does it say? Bacon in the summer. I think that's what it says.
Yeah. Todd's the catchphrase guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a bunch of them written down. So anyway, so since the Sweden thing, I knew nothing about Sweden. Like, honestly, nothing.
I don't know much.
But
Johnny?
Yeah.
Over the-
Unfortunately, I don't.
over the last week, I did a lot of research. But actually, I was so inspired by, I don't know, the Swedes downloading the episode. I was like, well, this is awesome. So the book that I'm working on right now, which was previously called Switzerland, I've changed the name to Sweden. So the novel that I'm working on, and
It's a big change, man.
it is a big change. I actually had to do a bunch of rewriting to make it work.
Really?
Yeah, I did a bunch of research into
Switching it from Switzerland
to Sweden.
to Sweden.
Yeah.
So you've taken the story and you've kind of put it in. Like, is this a fictional
Fictional story, yeah. There's something that takes place around Sweden in the story. Like, it's the
So that's the setting.
No, this is the real
Yes.
Sweden, or is this an altered?
No,
Sweden?
no, it's the real Sweden.
okay.
Yeah. So it was
Is
originally
it current time Sweden, or is it in the future or the
like,
past?
Probably like 5 years in the future, sort of thing.
Cool.
So now I had to readjust everything. So not to give any true spoilers away, but it's probably not a good idea that I switched it to Sweden for Sweden, because the things that happen in Sweden in my book are not good.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Oh, well, okay.
So it's not taking a shot at Sweden at all, but I wanted to. I don't know. I wanted to include them.
Oh, I see. You're reaching out to the peeps in
To
Sweden.
the peeps, that's right. So for all those metal bands out there that are listening to us, if that's who you are, thank you.
But something bad's gonna happen.
But something bad's gonna happen. But you guys might appreciate that. You guys, it's nihilistic metal, right? Doom and gloom and all that sort of stuff. So I've actually added some bands into it as well.
Is it like instead of dome, it's like doom?
Dome, D-U-M-E with a double
Like
dot
those two
on
dots
the
on
U.
the top?
Dots on the O.
Dome.
Dome.
Dome. I like that.
So anyway, I did some research this week. So I'm gonna throw stuff out. Did you prepare the stuff you said you're gonna prepare?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got a bunch of things.
So since you're the guest, we'll let you lead off then.
Okay, so we're gonna play a little game here. Okay,
Paulo brought a game.
this is how it's gonna work. I did a little bit of research last night, and the game is this: I'm gonna give you a word in Swedish, and we can just go around the table, and each of you just take a stab at what you think that word is in English. You could make something up. You could try and get it for real. You could just be silly, whatever. I don't care. But it's kind of funny. Pressure's on you, Sean.
Who's first?
It's your podcast, man.
Let's start with Todd because Todd's gonna come up with something funny.
Oh, great.
And to Sweden out there, so I just found out you guys are heavy metal people. If I say any of these words wrong, don't hunt me down. Don't hurt me. Ready?
Sounds good.
Here's the first one. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Salute. What do you think that means in English? Salute.
That would be the stuff inside the chimney. They scrape off from the inside. When they're trying to clean the chimney, they try to get all the sloot out. No? Not even close?
Oh, man.
No. We're all gonna say.
Okay.
Right? We're all gonna say.
Should I give you the spelling too?
I don't know if that's going to help.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
it's spelled S-L-U-T.
Oh,
S-L-U-T. Okay.
S-L-U-T.
is there like two dots
wanna
on
go
the
next?
U or no?
Nope.
JP, do you want to go next?
According to Google Translate, that's the way it is. S-L-U-T.
Okay.
I think, oh, man.
Salute.
You probably
I
have
got
a
some.
great. Go ahead.
You said it was Todd. You said it was the soot in the chimney, and it's
In the
the
chimney.
cleaning of the soot in the chimney.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's the cleaning. It's the cleaning of the soot in the bumhole.
You know what? You might be the closer of the two, but you're still way off.
Closer? Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
JP's gonna have
He's thinking.
He's gonna have like the smart answer.
No.
JP's going to get it right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Salute.
That a gesture you do when you welcome someone?
Oh, like a salute.
Yes.
Ah, see? That was smart, but you're wrong.
Okay.
It means final.
Final.
Wow.
Salute.
Final.
Final.
Yeah, like it's the salute countdown. The final countdown.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So the European or the Swedish version of that song is called the Slut Countdown.
It's something like that. Yeah, something like that. Salute.
Slut.
Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, all right, next
Yeah,
one.
that was good. That was good.
Here's the next one. Fuck.
How's it spelled?
And this is real.
F-A-C-C-H-D?
F-A-C-K. Fuck. And when I listened to the Google Translate lady, she actually said, fuck.
Ooh. Affleck comes to mind for some reason.
Ben Affleck.
No, not Ben Affleck.
It's the word about. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil mine.
Duck. Fuck. I'm drawing a blank. You go first.
Fuck. You should have said, fuck. I don't know.
It means it's something needs to be fixed.
Now, is this a verb? What is it?
Well,
Is it a word like at?
in English, it's an object. It's, I guess it's an object.
So a noun. Come on, teacher man.
It's not
Is it a
written.
noun, do you think?
In English?
Yeah.
It would be a noun, yeah.
I
Deer in headlights.
That's basically what's happened to me now.
Back.
Yeah.
You want the answer?
JP? No.
No, I got nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That
That's a
is.
tough one.
It's a compartment. A compartment in something. A compartment.
So if I went to IKEA, looked at drawers, it would say, "This is the fucking drawer."
I need a fuck this big.
The big fuck.
Yeah.
We apologize if this is going to be offending anyone, but we're just doing this in fun.
Yes.
Well, yeah. And
It does have
real-
an explicit language warning on.
Okay.
Okay.
Good,
Thankfully.
good.
Okay, I'll come up with one that's not as dirty. Bolar. Bolar. I'm probably saying that completely wrong.
Now, is this a noun?
This
A thing? Is
no,
this
this is a thing.
a thing? You know, it's-
Bolar. Bolar. Bolar.
I would think it's a part of the street. Like a boulevard.
Like a boulevard. Oh, nice.
A biscuit. I'm going to go with a biscuit. A bollard. What are you having?
I want a bolar.
Yeah.
I'm going with a bowl, like a bowl of soup.
Oh, you guys are. You guys are. At least it's starting with the right letter. Bolar are balls,
Oh,
Balls.
like soccer balls. What do you guys?
Boulevard.
what are you guys thinking?
What are you guys
I'm just talking
thinking?
about soccer
Don't hit
balls.
me in my biscuit, my bollard.
Don't hit me, my bolar.
Yeah.
My bocce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want more, or are we good? I can give you guys.
Let's do a couple more.
Sure.
Here's maybe I'll save this one for the end. Okay. How about now? This is spelled Kock, but according to Google Translate, it's pronounced ko. But it's spelled it's spelled Kock. Coal.
I think it's some type of food.
You were close. You were close. You're on the right path.
Yeah. So it's not a vegetable.
No.
Okay. Well, I think it's a vegetable.
Just a
Mollusk. It's a mollusk.
mollusk.
Yep.
Cool.
Seafood. Mollusk.
Some kind of soup.
That is the word for a chef. Chef.
Okay.
A coal apparently is a chef. Yeah. Here's a little
Is that where Kohler comes from? No.
Kohler?
Kohler.
Kohler.
I guess so. I don't even know if that's even Swedish.
I have no idea. Oh, you mean like the faucets, like
Yeah.
the Kohler?
Yeah. Or is that German?
Oh.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Probably from China, but
Here's a phrase. This is a very popular phrase in English. This is how you would say it in Swedish.
Oh, God.
Don't look at my phone, Johnny. You're trying to
I'm
cheat.
not.
Get out of here.
don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
Scrap Sorry, and let me go back. I have to say that. I got to do this in my head first. Scrap bagage. Scrap.
Tati, I thought he was going to say
bagage.
Scrappy and Coco. That was from Don't You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Sandler. He looked and the dogs were called Scrap and Coco. And then they go, Scrappy Coco.
Coco.
Yeah. What's their name? Scrappy
Great
Coco.
freaking movie.
Yeah. Yes.
Never saw it. Sorry.
It's
It's
about a
funny,
hairstylist.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why we watched
I
it.
love to cut smooth, silky hair. And then he's doing Adam Sandler. It's so good. But
It's awesome. It's a top 5 Sandler movie for me.
I enjoyed that
I
so
love
much.
his movies, man.
You got to see that one.
Yeah, it is. It's funny,
good.
man. Yeah. But you were saying scrap.
Okay, say it again.
Scrap
Scrap.
bagage.
Scrappy.
And it's a saying.
It's like a phrase. Very popular phrase in English. Said a lot. How can I help you guys here?
Bless you.
What's the matter for you?
What's the matter for you? With the accent.
Yeah.
What's the matter for you?
What's the matter for you in English? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got
What'd you
one.
say, Johnny?
I said bless you.
Oh, bless you.
Shut up, you face.
Shut up on your face. It is how you would say junk in the trunk.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Junk in the trunk. Scrap your bagage, I think. Probably doesn't mean that at all, but
Wow.
Yeah. Here's another one if you want.
Yeah. You're having too much fun.
Fartender. Fartender. Fartender.
Verb, noun.
That's dry wood.
I would love to know the process in your head that made you think that was dry wood.
Oh, farty tinder.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. See, that makes
Smelly-
sense, right?
smelly wood.
Stinkwood.
Stinkwood, yeah.
That makes, makes complete sense. But you're wrong.
I'm going to go with the marijuana.
Oh.
Je tape.
Oh man.
Fartender.
To be smooth, silky smooth. I don't know.
How did you get that one?
He's got
How did you
silky
get
stuck
that?
in his head.
Todd.
Yeah,
Silky smooth.
Silky.
that's all that came to mind, man. So I said it. I really don't have. It's probably way off as my other.
I'm getting lightheaded here. I'm laughing too hard.
I just came to my head, silky smooth. So
I like that.
yeah.
So,
It's a speed bump. Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Totally off.
Totally
okay,
off.
okay. Do you have your do you have the translator up right now? I want to know
I
what
could
silky
get it.
smooth is in Sweden.
In Swedish.
In Swedish. In Sweden.
Just give me a sec
They've
here.
already translated it. We're just
Bottom.
looking up.
Yeah.
De granda. I don't know.
You're speaking Portuguese almost.
I know.
Botan de Granda. That's probably Italian or something. Sorry, Google Translate.
When I do the Portuguese accent, everyone goes, "Why are you doing a German accent?"
At least you try.
At least I tried.
Yeah, you know what? That's the main thing is you're trying. You're doing the best you can, and that's the main thing. That was a good idea.
So here's just a few points. I want to bring up their music scene is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're not going to even realize half these bands are from there. But here's what it says about Sweden's sales on music. In 2007, with over $800 million in revenue, Sweden was the third largest music exporter in the world.
Exporter.
And only surpassed by the US and the UK.
Wow.
So, like, Swedish music itself is...
Yes.
In the English language or the actual Swedish
everything,
language?
everything. So, to explain some of that, here's some of the bands.
ABBA. Is that all-
ABBA is the number one.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Love that.
Yeah, ABBA's great. So I'm just going to list these off and we can maybe
Okay.
talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
So there's ABBA's from there. Roxette.
Oh, I forgot about
Roxette, 99 Balloons?
No,
it
you're
was
not.
Roxette.
Roxette. It was a
You got
must
the
have been
look.
love.
Oh, yeah.
Go,
go.
I can't remember it anymore. That was a great song though. It was on
Yeah.
radio all the time.
They had number one, like
Yeah.
tons of number ones. Avicii.
Oh, right, Avicii.
Avicii's from there, right?
Rest
That's
in
right.
peace. Yeah.
Tuv Low. You might know who that is.
Yeah.
Huge.
I didn't know.
Huge.
I didn't know he's. Wow.
Nana Cherry.
No, I'm not sure.
Nina Cherry?
Yeah, down in a buffalo stand.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's back to the 80s,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's from there. Eagle Eye Cherry.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, Eagle Eye
Oh,
Cherry's
wow.
from there.
What was his
Okay.
song again?
I
He
can't.
was a
remember.
one-hit wonder, wasn't
Yeah, he had a couple hits.
He had a couple hits. Yeah. The most famous Swedish band, I will say, because there's Sweden in the title. It's Swedish House Mafia.
he? Oh,
They're
right.
from there, right? Makes sense. Europe is from there. The band
Really?
Europe.
Band Europe? Wow.
Pedro loves
We
Europe.
referenced
know.
them last podcast.
Yeah.
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 Wow, we didn't even know that.
My
Have you ever-
best.
Yeah, no.
If the final countdown goes on in Pedro somewhere,
That's one of the
They
best
have-
songs
he goes
ever.
crazy.
They have platinum selling albums. So a platinum selling album is an album that sells 10 times, goes 10 times platinum.
Wow.
They actually have one of those. And the only bands that have platinum selling albums is like Def Leppard has 2, Guns N' Roses has 1.
And they
Most bands
it-
have 1 at most if they're going to have any at
Yeah.
all.
Right. And they have it strictly because of that song.
Yeah. But
That song was
they had multiple albums that sold millions of copies.
And you hear that final
but
countdown
they're
everywhere.
but
That
they're
song
bigger
is-
they're bigger
yeah,
in
one of the
Europe than the
best
rest
ever.
of the world.
Yeah.
But that one album was number 1 everywhere.
Wow.
Leaky Lee. You might know who that is, the rapper.
Okay.
sort of rapper.
You don't know that, Johnny?
No, I don't.
Swedish rapper.
Disappointed in you.
Ghost. You guys ever hear of Ghost?
I know Patrick Swayze.
No, I just know Ghost of Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze.
Ghost is a super group
Oh, wow.
that was formed. Well, supposed super
Are
group.
they like hard rock?
They all wear masks, so nobody knew who they were.
Oh.
But they all dress up like popes,
Oh, wow.
but satanic popes.
Oh,
Oh, man.
is that the band that we saw when we were over to Alex's and we were watching
Yes.
YouTube videos?
That was one of the bands. Yes,
So they have a
They're all
gimmick like Slipknot, but it's
different. But they're all dressed up.
different, yeah.
They're all called. I think they're all called
They
popes.
look like priests.
Oh,
And they sing children's music.
But they all wear they have the hat, what do you call the papal hat thing?
oh man, that the popes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all have names. They all have names in the band, like secret identities or what. I think there's like the Pope. And
so nobody
then
knows who they are?
Well, recently they had to come out. I can't remember why, but they had to come out. But they're huge.
Should
And
Buckethead
they
come?
play... No, Buckethead. But they play extremely melodic music with very clean singing, very poppy hooks, but for some reason they're lumped in the metal category.
So it's more pop music.
I find it very poppy, but there's always the songs will be like, Satan, we love you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Get
It's kind
these.
of like Striper, but
The reverse of
the
Striper.
reverse.
Yeah. Anyway, they're massive. They're hugely massive. There's
They
also
tour with Marilyn Manson because I could totally see them.
they tour with another Swedish band called Opeth. Opeth is
Okay.
huge too.
Is that the O with the two I's?
Genties. They're kind of genty. I think the O has two
Yeah.
dots.
Now, all the bands so far that you've named,
Yeah.
besides that last one, I think, are all English-speaking.
Correct. And
Bands,
most of them, I
so-
think, are.
So is that the reason why they've broken through
I think so.
as an export?
I think so because English is the international language, right? So
Yeah, I don't know if there's many Swedish bands that actually sing in their native language that I'm
there's
aware of.
some, but it's not like. No, it's not. I guess it's not as common.
Right.
But so there's also In Flames, which is a band that Alex would always try to make us listen to.
Right.
The Rednecks, Arch Enemy, which is a metal band with a kind of a classically trained singer, I believe, and then Entombed, they're a big metal band.
Wow.
So their exports on music obviously is huge.
Yeah.
Like third biggest in the world, $800 million in revenue in 2007.
I mean, if you think about how many internationally famous artists we have in Canada, and we're not third on the list.
No, not even close.
We're not even close.
Nope.
Where are we on the list?
Well, outside of Bryan Adams, who's the big seller out of Canada?
Well,
And
listen,
Celine
man.
Dion.
Drake?
Celine
Drake?
Dion,
Oh, Drake. Okay,
Drake.
yeah, Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget,
Justin Bieber.
we're
But we're still like that's only 2 or 3. The level of ABBA and Roxette alone surpasses all of that.
Celine Dion. How about Alanis Morissette?
Yeah,
In her-
But
in her prime.
But the,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I
Is this
think
current day or is this all time?
well, this was 2007 was
The
when
Guess
this thing
Who?
was. But I think it's all staggered though. It's like we're only allowed like one big Canadian artist at a time.
I don't think we even appreciate our, unfortunately, people. Canadian, like people don't appreciate it enough.
people don't.
unfortunately. No.
I do.
Yeah.
I love Canadian music.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Shawn Mendes. JP loves Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes. He's a Portuguese Canadian too, artist. So he's doing well right now.
And what's the other guy? Isn't his brother a singer too?
I don't know. I'm
No,
not
isn't he
sure.
on the radio now? Oh, jeez.
His brother? Okay, you talking about
What? There's another.
Shawn Mendes and are you talking about Sean Desmond and his brother Danny Fernandez? Those are the only two brothers that
Okay,
were.
so
They
you know
were
what?
big
Maybe
at
I'm
one
wrong.
time. Those
Yeah.
two.
No, but there's another Canadian kid, pop artist,
Okay.
who's all over the radio too. Girls love him.
Okay.
not Sean Paul. No,
No. I honestly thought he was Shawn Mendes' brother.
Okay.
Todd Mendez.
No,
John Mendes?
I don't think he goes by
Paulo
Mendes.
Mendes?
He doesn't go by Mendes.
Oh, okay.
Or no. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on.
So music huge. I think we can all agree, right?
Yeah.
Like that's like those are some of the biggest
Yeah.
bands of all time, right? On the movie side, Ingmar Bergman was a famous director. There was Ingrid Bergman, the actress. Dolph
yeah.
Lundgren's from there.
Yeah.
Dolph from Rocky?
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren. Yeah.
Did you know he has a master's in chemistry or
Really?
biology. He's actually got 2 degrees.
Wow.
Incredibly smart. Greta Garbo. She was a famous actress in the 50s, I think, 50s. Yeah. Numi Rapace.
Oh man, she's so good. She's from the girl with the dragon tattoos.
Well, that's
She did the original, the Sweden, which is crazy good compared to. And I'm not putting down the North American one with Daniel Craig,
okay,
but she's the original.
Yeah.
And then the American decided to do one with Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara.
So
she's the original. Yeah.
Yeah. So that book series is Swedish.
Yes,
and is one of the best-selling book series of all time.
Yeah, she's a crazy actress, man.
Oh, she was good. She was also in Prometheus, which was that Aliens prequel.
Yeah, freaked
sequel
me
thing.
out, man. That movie's pretty freaky. No, it is. The all the stuff that goes on, and
John Paul watched Moana last night too. He was also scared.
Moana's actually really.
You finally saw it for the first time?
The water's gonna come and get me.
Where?
What? No.
Moana? I haven't seen Moana yet.
That's how scared he is.
The Rock's in it, dude.
I know, but that's one I haven't seen yet.
Honestly,
awesome.
Moana.
Yeah.
Listen, we have kids here, right?
Yeah.
So we watched it. Moana is fantastic. It is such a great movie.
I really loved Coco.
And
That's
the
one I
soundtrack
like.
is awesome.
Soundtrack. We might talk about that soon.
I have not watched Moana yet. I'll have to watch it.
You have
I'll
to.
make sure.
It's good.
Just don't go to the theater by yourself to watch it. It's weird.
Yeah.
I've gone to the theater by myself.
I know
But
that's
don't go see a kids movie.
Yeah, no.
This guy
No.
dragged us. He dragged us out to go watch Up.
Up. Yeah.
Me, this guy, and Pedro, and we're like 3 adults in the theater with like a bunch of moms and their kids, and we're like, this ain't cool. The movie was awesome though.
That was a good movie.
Yeah. Really good.
But
movie.
we never let him hear the end of that.
Yeah, I've never heard the end of that. So
Okay, a couple more things.
yeah.
So the girl with the dragon tattoo we talked
Yeah.
about. Sweden is also the place that created Skype,
Oh wow.
Really?
Candy Crush,
Really?
Spotify,
Wow.
That makes sense because of the whole music thing you just finished saying.
and where's my other thing here? Volvo is from there.
IKEA.
Oh man.
IKEA,
Yeah.
Sony Ericsson, mobile, Electrolux.
Electrolux.
Yeah.
Where's Filter Queen from?
You and your filter queen.
I have one. The thing ran for years. Grandparents had a Filter Queen. It's still, I think it probably
Yeah.
still runs to
Well,
this day.
some
wherever
guy
it has
actually
it.
came to our house and sold it to us. It was like a sales guy came door to door.
What's Filter Queen?
It's a vacuum cleaner.
Vacuums. Those
Cans-
vacuums went like crazy.
They're
powerhouses.
expensive.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Expensive
That
powerhouses.
thing
but they
lasted,
last.
what, 30 years?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
still have it.
You still
It's
have yours?
Right, it's right beside, as soon as you come out of the
Yeah,
studio.
still
It's
works.
right,
Wow.
it's right to
Right?
the left
Still
side.
works?
Oh, yeah. Thing is awesome.
See.
You
Yeah.
need to do a rum-powered review on that thing.
There you go.
Well, I remember when the guy came.
Door to door. He was a door-to-door
Door-to-door
salesman.
salesman. Yeah, he came in, did the whole thing. He had these lead slugs or something, and he was sucking these things in and whatnot, trying to say how much power this thing had. And
And
Dad,
it could pick up steel.
If you ever have
Yeah.
lead slugs,
and then he
hanging
said,
around-
"Okay, well, you're going to buy one. Then
Little kids' toys, right?
We'll get you one, and we'll bring it
Threaten
to you."
your
And he
kids.
said- So Dad said, "No. I want the one that you're showing me." Because he didn't want to have one of those bait and switch deals, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're showing me this one, but you're going to give me some underpowered thing, right? So, and we didn't know, of course. There was no research, internet. There's nothing, like, you just kind of go word of mouth, right? But we know our grandmother had one. So yeah, he said, no, I want this one. So he made him actually, sell him the one that he had as his demo.
Nice.
And you think you got a deal because it was the demo.
It was the
Probably.
display version.
Knowing Dad.
The
worked
display
deal.
model.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe,
And maybe the other one didn't
Maybe-
work as well, and the demo was better then, and your dad picked up on that.
maybe he was trading movies for him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Sorry.
Okay, I only had 2 other things.
Okay.
They have a 6-hour work day.
See, that's that. I have a book about
For
that.
everybody? Regardless of profession?
That's they're phasing towards that. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I think they also have the 3. I think that was one of the countries. It's got a 3-week vacation,
Yeah.
and then I think they also have a summer shutdown. Like you get 2 weeks in the summer on top
I
of
love
that.
Wow,
on
so you
top.
get 3 plus the 2 in the summer?
I believe that's
Yeah.
Wow.
Many of the countries do that.
Now, the
'Cause-
education, I think, was was
Education's-
part of that covered?
yeah, it's free. I believe it's free.
Like for
your
university
post-secondary.
or... Yeah?
I've been talking about that here, and it's frustrating to talk to people about that. like that it should be free
Yeah.
university, and it can be done.
Well,
But,
it can be done.
Yeah, very
Because-
easily. Sweden does, I believe. I could be.
Well, there's
but I know
many-
Sweden spends a lot of money on social programs, right?
Absolutely.
So you have
They're
Norway
one of the
does
highest-
as well.
they're one of the highest-
Scandinavia,
they're one of the
they all
highest
have
taxed.
healthcare. Yes.
But you actually see where your
Yeah.
taxes go.
And that's where I've tried to talk to people here, where you tax to 1% or 5%. You use that money to.
Well, that money goes back to you.
Yes, and then you could have a universally pharmacare too.
Well,
single payer, like we have healthcare. We
Right.
could do that
Well,
too.
they have that too.
But I'm saying
Everything's
here in
covered.
Canada,
Yeah.
we should have that.
Let's just move to Sweden.
I'm telling you, they are so way ahead.
I know, they're
6 hour work week is no. You said 6 hour work day.
Yeah.
6 hours per day.
Yeah.
They're way ahead. Here we're
How does
over.
their economy survive on 6 hours?
Can be.
All those companies.
Yeah.
Okay, so are those companies I listed? There's a whole list of
It's
companies.
got to
that
be
have-
like government jobs or something. Like
No, but their economy is so robust. It's not that big a country.
No.
what's their
Right.
population? 10 mil maybe.
Let's see here.
You're the
50,
teacher.
15 mil. Hey, listen, I don't know everything about everything. I know a lot about a lot.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the population's that big. To be
Well,
honest.
you know what?
It's not,
Let's
but-
say they must have more than Portugal. Let's say 15 mil. Let's
Well,
say
they had-
between 10 and 15.
Portugal has 11 million, and they've decriminalized drugs, and they have programs too. They don't have free university. I know that they don't, but the Sweden, how many? What does it say, Sean?
Yeah.
He's looking it up, man. Take it easy.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Well, since cannabis has been legalized,
Yeah.
they won't be arresting as many people.
No.
So all that money that they're going to use to
And-
feed these people and house these people,
Yeah.
10.3 million.
They should have extra
10.3.
money.
They only have
Yes.
10.3 million, and the
So-
record sales in 2007 were $800 million.
That's cool.
And
Wow.
that's just an entertainment industry.
Yeah.
But a lot of the companies that were started back in the day, 1800s,
Yeah.
1700s, a lot of those companies still exist. So you're not seeing companies start up, get bought out, sell their company, rebrand, rename. They're still called the same thing they were called, 200 years ago. So they support their companies, and their companies do well. Mm-hmm. And their economy, I think it's the 11th best.
And they invest in their people.
Well, that's
you know
what
what I
the
mean.
thing- that's what
It's
the
about-
university is,
and
right?
and when you invest in your people, and I'm talking working class, I'm talking about your people. You
Yeah.
need to invest in your people. If you do that, it goes around, right? Just like the circle of life.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm very proponent on that stuff. I've been reading a lot on this, and
Yeah.
the like Norway, Sweden, Scandinavia,
Yep.
all these, they all have those programs.
They're
where you-
progressive.
yes, very progressive, and it's tough in this. And I love Canada. Don't get me wrong. I was
yeah.
born here. My parents are from the islands, but it's very frustrating.
Jamaica?
Flowers, it's called.
I know,
Literally
I know.
beautiful. The end of Europe or beginning
Flourish.
of Europe. Yeah, there's
Flourish?
only like
Right.
Yes, flourish. There's only 4,000 people on the island.
Yeah.
So you have, but it's very frustrating sometimes to talk to people because you hear about how are you going to pay for it. Well, I've just explained how you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
You tax the wealthy. And there's only one party right now I've heard that's talking, and I'm not trying to pick sides. I have my opinion, but whoever wants to pick, just look at what's best for your family because we have a provincial election coming up and a
yeah.
federal election.
Oh, yeah.
And the NDP is the only party that has a single-payer pharmacare that they want to do across Canada for everyone, Sean, and Todd and Paulo. So for everyone,
We're all here.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's for everyone. So
Yeah.
it'd be a single-payer pharmacare where you would have, and you wouldn't pay as much for drugs. Like it'd be covered, and you
What kind
can
of
do
drugs
it.
you talking about?
I'm talking about
Because it's legal.
yeah, for your kids and all that. But even Portugal, like you were saying, we were talking before, even off air, is they have 11 million people and they get it because they were doing what we did in North America, in Canada, United States, and they noticed nothing was changing. So they decided to decriminalize all drugs. They went from 70% policing to 10% policing. All that money they used as a health problem. They looked at that as a health problem.
Yeah.
Because I even had training in my job, and a paramedic, I was surprised. He agreed with me. He's like, we should do what Portugal's doing. I couldn't believe it because he's the guy doing
Nice.
the presenting. And then and he's like, anybody can be affected, unfortunately, by drugs. Because some was by when you went for surgery, they got hooked to Oxycontin.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and then some people it wasn't their fault. And then you get hooked. Anybody can.
But then if you're
Yeah.
if you're taking drugs,
Yeah.
you don't want to go somewhere because then you're outing yourself
Yes,
that you're taking
yes,
drugs, right?
yes.
That's
And it's
the whole
hard to
thing.
admit to. And then some people going through, right, mental health problems or everything's going, and some it's not their fault, right? They get, it's not, when you're in pain, And people, there's all sorts of different issues, right? But they've invested in the people where they have training for people to get back to work. Because remember, people are people. We're human beings at the end of the day. We should care and invest in our people. And that's where I'm really, but I'm probably talking like a politician, but I'd like to run one day. But I care about people at the end of the day.
JP for Prime Minister.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. But there's a lot of stuff I'd like to.
I wouldn't want that job.
No.
That is tough. But I like I'm saying right now, it's just invest in people. It's important. And I think Sweden does a fantastic job of that. You know where your money's going. I'm okay because I'm a single guy. I don't have any kids, but I'm okay paying taxes. So the kids get to go.
As long as you know you're getting paid. Like the pay scale is higher.
Yes.
But your taxes are higher.
Yeah.
But you're not paying all those extraneous expenses.
Yes.
Oh, I got to save up. Like, we're doing this. We got young kids. Now we're saving up for a kid's university and all this. It's like, if we didn't have to worry about that, and we were able to reinvest that money somewhere else, maybe we would pay off our house a little faster.
Yeah.
Or maybe we pay off the car that we just bought a little faster.
And my beef.
Or maybe we can go on another trip. You know, it's like, oh, well, you know, it's easier.
Yeah. And my beef is the wealthy getaway.
Your beef?
My beef is with, and don't get me wrong.
I'm just saying beef because you're fun boy. That's why.
Yes, good idea. That's boom. Yeah. My thing is, it's important that the wealthy not get away, and they have to pay their taxes because a lot of times they'll set up charities.
Well, the wealthy don't pay taxes.
Yeah, and they'll set up a charity, and then they do that so they don't have to pay taxes. And then a lot of this money is accumulated wealth because in our capitalist system in Canada, and it's hoarding of wealth. So you shouldn't be able to hoard all that wealth. Mm-hmm. You should be able to, and there's no trickle-down economics. That's another BS thing I always hear about. Give tax breaks to the rich. The money's going to come down from the sky and just happen, to fall
they
on
just
you.
keep it.
Yes.
With all the cutbacks.
Yeah, because then they do buybacks too, right? Stocks, they'll buy back the companies.
I have one word, Nygard. You think that guy pays taxes?
I barely any.
No, I know he doesn't.
He's Swedish, isn't he? Is Peter Nygard Swedish?
Oh, wait, let's look this
that
up.
I don't
Where's
know.
that guy from?
Originally, where does the family come from?
That's a good
I
question.
mean, they got a factories down the street.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
billboards? Please tell me you can talk about the billboards.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Those billboards.
He's showing his.
He's got his flowing hair.
yes.
He's like 80 years old,
Yeah.
but he's got muscles on
His
him.
triceps are
man.
just
Finnish.
bulging.
He's
He's Finnish?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Finnish. The triceps are bulging.
Man, that thing is so photoshopped.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about Nygard for a second?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, but it's
No,
your podcast.
that's
Go.
fine. It's your it's your thing.
I hate the fucking guy.
I don't like him. I've heard a lot of bad stories about him because I had an employee's sister that
straight
worked
up.
as a flight attendant on his private jet.
This guy, like,
Oh, they have to be flawless. The girls have to be
yes,
flawless.
they do. And he
This-
likes them young.
okay, this guy and Trump,
Yeah.
0 degrees of separation.
I've heard a lot.
He
of
might
that.
actually be worse than Trump. This
Are
guy's
you?
a
Wow.
fucking monster.
Wow.
So right now, the billboard you're talking about, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He looks, he always says, "Oh, I don't age. I take,
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
the healthiest human on the
Yeah,
face of the
yeah.
whatever."
Yeah.
Is that how
But
he
now
talks?
he's changing. I'm surprised those billboards haven't come down because now what he's trying to play is that he's a sickly old man. That's what he's shooting for right now.
Oh wow, he's doing that narrative.
Well, because
Yeah.
there was a warrant out for his arrest down. Is it the Bahamas where he's got his place?
He
Oh,
does
right,
have-
yeah, I
They
remember.
did a
Yeah, yeah.
documentary on Fifth Estate, and then
Yes, yeah,
on
yeah,
it,
yeah,
very
yeah.
good, and
Yes.
then he ended up
Yep.
trying to sue CBC in the Fifth
Yeah,
Estate.
exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a warrant out for his arrest down there,
Wow.
and he keeps putting off going down to go get arrested because, oh, I'm sick. I can't go down. I may die if I go down there. He's coming up with all these reasons not to not go down, but he owes something like $2 million, $3 million
Wow.
in restitution. He was court ordered to. He was found guilty because he didn't show up.
Yeah.
He was found guilty for ruining the environment.
Yeah.
Down there because he was building a channel or something
Yeah.
and it was screwing up the whole ecosystem. And he was told to stop and he didn't. Now he has to pay restitution for it. And he's like, well, I'm just not going to do it. Like, that's
Wow.
the way he does. Like, he just gets away with everything, right?
Yeah.
With all the...
And that's the problem with the corporations have got away with stuff like Amazon
That's
too.
the thing. You can get away with
yes.
stuff.
If you have
got
money.
lots of money, you
Yeah.
can
You
just
just
get away
need
with
money.
stuff.
And Loblaw's got a tax break too. Like for refrigerators.
Sure.
They got $12 million when that money could have been invested in healthcare
Sure.
or the roads. There's a lot of stuff.
University.
So
Yeah.
I'm only talking about Nygard's this lawsuit.
Yes.
So does that make him a monster?
No.
Yeah.
There's a million other things.
We all have heard.
Yeah,
stories.
I've heard stories, and like I told you, I heard, and this is years ago.
He had a bed in his office.
Yes, and I heard he comes in a robe.
Well, that guy's
apparently.
sleepy. He can't take a nap.
Yeah.
He can't take a nap.
Well, that's what he was saying.
He's a sick old man. He's got to take a nap too.
But
So now he's a sick old man. So he
Oh.
was always, there was all this, I'm robust, I will live forever, blah, all this bullshit. And now he's, shot himself in the foot because he should have been playing the dying old man. Oh, I can't go to jail. I'm too old.
I'm too frail.
I don't know.
Yeah, and there's any other
it-
person would be they take their.
He would have been
home,
extra.
all
Well,
that.
he
Yes.
doesn't want to go to jail. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna do whatever he can not
Yeah.
to go to jail.
Yeah.
If it was any one of us, we would have been in jail a long time
Yeah,
ago.
he
Yeah.
a long time ago.
And the loopholes for them, that's the problem.
It's
they're-
a two-tier system.
Yes, unfortunately, the system's rigged, and I don't mean to like conspiracy, but unfortunately, the rich get away with stuff because
Sure.
and the lawyers, if you have high-priced lawyers, how you look at it. But when CEOs want to get paid, they always get paid. Whenever you want to raise the minimum wage, oh no, the boogeyman! Oh, we got to raise. You should raise the minimum wage to a living wage. A minimum wage is not living wage.
That's not,
No.
yeah.
And it pisses me off every time I see it. When I was on Facebook, I'm not there anymore, just Instagram. But
Found a boy,
they're
2000 and-
they're owned by, they own it anyway. But it always bothered me to hear the boogeyman. When we're gonna raise the minimum wage, it's gonna affect us all. Oh no! But then CAO, no problem. He made $5 million. Now he's gonna make $8 million. Nobody says anything.
Yeah.
It's like, and the workers in the system we have, they're making like 200 times more than the average worker.
Did you hear about the whole thing with McDonald's? They were saying, I think it was McDonald's in the States. They're bragging about how great they treated their employees and
Yes.
stuff. And then they were giving them courses on how to manage their money better and all this sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Because they were trying to make it sound like, we pay our employees well.
Yeah.
They get enough money. They get benefits through
Yeah.
the company. They can take
Yeah.
education, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Fine. But they still don't pay them enough to pay the bills.
No.
So they're all taking secondary jobs,
Yeah.
so they can't get a secondary education to
Yes,
better
yes.
themselves.
And when people go, well, I've heard this before too. When I'm online and it's crazy. Like people, well, it's great you're in a country you can get a bunch of jobs. No, you should be able to get a job, get a full-time job, and make enough for your family
Yes.
that you don't have to get 2 and 3 like 2 more jobs. You should have where you can live.
Yeah.
Like the cost. And it always bothered me, and like I could go on huge rant, but the minimum wage is
You could?
Yeah.
You could? No way.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe
The
that
minimum
for a
wage.
second.
The minimum wage is not a living wage, and I wish people would. And look, in Sweden, I guarantee the way people are happier when you invest in the people, that you're going to have healthier people and a healthier morale. All that when you care about your people.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking because the wealthy don't need tax breaks. The middle class need tax breaks. The lower middle class, the poverty in this country, we could get rid of it.
But who's running the
Yeah.
country?
That's the problem.
It's the rich people
Yes,
running the country.
yes,
Have you
the
ever seen a
elites, the
poor
elites.
politician win?
You're right.
Well, you
You're right.
have to be rich in order to
Who's
run.
watching these guys?
That's
Yeah.
the problem. And then they can get away because they're hooking up their friends with it. Because then there's tax loopholes where we can go to Barbados.
You know what? I'm going to give you $100,000 if I'm going to support your party. I'm going to
Yeah.
give you $100,000 as a donation, a tax-free donation.
Yep.
I'm going to give to you so you can run. Now, when you're in power, I'm expecting some sort of tax cut or
Yeah.
Favors.
Yeah, yeah.
like
That's what they
Don't
need to
forget
get.
about me.
They need to get
And then
all
it-
that out
that-
of
and-
politics.
And they
That's-
have pay for access.
Which
so
won't happen.
basically the party will go. When the party will go, okay, Sean and
But
Todd,
then-
I'd like you to come. It's going to be $1,500 per ticket. Access only, like pay for access.
yeah.
And then you'll have, okay, Sean and Todd, so now what are you going to do for me? And then you're
Yeah.
going to want something from me, and then I'll go, once I'm in, here you go. It
they
should
say
be-
appointed by the people, but that's baloney.
Well, the parties
Well-
appoint who they. It is. It is.
I
Here's
want to
the
hear his
thing.
two
Here's the
cents.
thing. Like, listen, I don't like talking politics and stuff because I have zero. What's the word?
Tolerance?
Tolerance, faith, trust. I don't know. Politics in the last 10 years. It's getting worse in Canada now, but like living next to the States, it's gone. It's horrible. It's horrible. Anyways, I completely forgot what we're talking about.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know.
You don't want to talk about politics because that's what you were saying.
Yeah, but what was the point before that? I don't know. What were we saying before that?
You were saying what you don't like about her. Remember, like
I just-
yeah.
what I don't like about it is I. Oh, okay. Here, this is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. At the general public, as voters,
Yeah.
right? We do have the power to vote people in.
We do
right?
have.
And
yeah.
the thing is, we always say we want honest politicians.
Yes.
We want politicians
Yes.
who are honest. But here in our city, we have had what was it? 3 civic elections ago.
Yeah.
We had a person running for mayor who was being honest.
Yeah.
And was telling us how, taxes are going to increase, and I'm going to use the money for this and this and this and this, right?
Yeah.
And then we had the other person who said, I'm not going to raise taxes, everything's going to stay the same, blah, 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 blah. We always say we want honest politicians.
Yeah, yeah.
This one was being honest, and she wasn't even close. She was a legit politician, right?
Yes. Long time.
She, legit politician, and didn't get voted in. Other guy gets voted in, and what does he do? Raise the taxes.
And he just used another term.
We say one thing, and then we act differently.
Yes.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
They should be penalized. They
Yeah.
should be penalized. You can't just say, this. I'm going to do this and this and this promise.
Yeah.
And then when you get in, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
No.
Why is there no
Accountability. There
There's
is
zero-
no accountability.
Transparency.
Tell me any
Who's watching
other
the watchdog?
other profession where you could get away with saying this and then not doing it, and then it's like, oh well, whatever, no big deal.
Yeah.
If I do that at my where I work, I'm getting in trouble.
Hell yeah.
I could lose my job.
Yeah.
Any of us,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
Weather
about
people.
money,
Weather
it's-
people.
I just have
wealth,
zero
connections.
Yeah.
But even the thing too, they're always fostering. I don't know who they is, but there's always this fostering the fear, like, okay, I know you want to vote for the Green Party or the Rhino Party or whatever.
Yeah.
But you're wasting your vote.
Yes, I hear
That's
that a lot.
propaganda too,
Yeah,
because it's like
it is.
we all think, oh, I'm going to waste my vote, so I guess I'm going to go with the guy who's lying less.
Yes.
And then
Because I heard that from a coworker.
But
too.
if we're allowed to vote the way we
Yeah.
wanted to, without public pressure to vote,
Yeah.
then the
But there-
PCs and the Liberals would never get in.
But listen,
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't believe in the public pressure to vote, because when it comes down to it, you're in that booth, you're by yourself, you vote for whichever way you really want to vote for.
Yeah.
It's the information that you're given prior to the vote.
Yes.
But too many people are scared to vote.
Yes.
Because obviously the numbers reflect a certain way.
Yeah.
People aren't just voting the way they want to vote.
Yeah.
They're led. Like, that's what I find all the money goes towards.
Yeah.
The one with the biggest budget has the
brainwashing.
most advertising,
Yeah.
which
And right now,
And who can say the most shit about the other person?
Yes. Yeah.
That's,
blame.
that's the
Oh.
other
Blame.
thing.
They like to blame a lot too, and not take accountability.
You watch what's going on now. They're already running ads.
Okay, we're already going to get in shit for going after Nygard, right?
Yeah.
So now
Right?
we're going after the government.
No, but we're going to get in shit for going after Nygard. But a politician can go after another politician, and there's no defamation.
Well, here's the thing,
that comes
man.
up.
Here-
That's
here's-
defamation
Here's
or
the thing.
libel.
It's even more than that. I'm a teacher, right? We teach our kids every single day to be respectful, to not be bullies, right? And then they go home and they turn on the TV and they see these politicians who are, in their eyes, maybe they don't even know who they are, but they know they're important,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they hold a certain stature in their eyes. And these guys are talking worse shit than athletes at other people on TV, on primetime news, on the radio, wherever. Like, you look at Donald Trump. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. And the conservatives here, and I'm a person, I do not believe in having any type of, I'll use the word allegiance to any political party. I don't believe in that. But, so, I'm talking bad about the conservatives, but I'm not liberal or NDP or whatever by any means. Conservatives are doing that. They've been doing that since Harper, probably even before, right?
Yeah,
like
they're
you
doing it now
watch
in
an
this
ad,
problem.
you don't even know who is. I mean, you see at the end who's paying for the ad, and you see, okay,
Yeah.
well,
They
but,
have
like,
to.
All they're doing is talking about what so and so is doing horrible, what
Yeah.
they can't do, how they're liars, how they're this and that. Tell me what you want to do. Don't tell me what's
Smear
bad about that
campaign,
person.
yeah.
Like, I hate that. And
why don't you
I
tell us
never,
what your campaign is instead of...
Yeah.
I will
What's your
never-
platform? What are your policies? What are you all
Don't just
about?
talk-
That's irrelevant
That's
now.
Yeah,
it
is.
pisses
And in
me
the
off.
States, they do that a lot.
It's
Smear
way
campaign.
worse there than here. But
it
it's
is.
getting
But
bad
it's
here.
getting bad here, unfortunately, because we're too influenced, unfortunately, by the Americans. Way too much.
And the thing is, it works. That's why they do it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But I understand why, like in the States, they spend like $1 billion on political campaigns.
Because they had a court ruling where you can spend as much as you want. So let's say Todd and Sean want to give me $20 million. Then you know who I'm working for? I'm working for you. I'm not working for the people. And because they have money, they haven't taken money out of politics in the States. Here you still have rules, regulations. You're only allowed to give to a party so much money. Or to a candidate, because my father's ran before,
but
and I know a little about this.
You shouldn't be able to donate money to a campaign. That's what I don't understand.
If you do small donations, the way some people have done it, like Bernie Sanders has done small donations, where it's the people, like the people funny, then you don't have these corporations where, you know what, you don't have the fossil fuel industry buying you.
Big pharma.
You don't have big pharma buying. You don't have a coal company, a coal magnet going, and a guy, the most powerful man in the world, going clean coal. Are you kidding me? Coal, clean? There's no such thing as clean coal. When he said that, it was like, but it doesn't make. I wish people too would be. The apathy too kills me in a city and in a province. People need to care about each other. Because I'm gonna drive on Sean Street. I'm gonna drive on Todd Street. He's gonna drive on mine. We need to care about each other.
Nobody does, man.
But we should. That's how I find it.
Well,
that's how I
should.
feel.
Of course,
that's how I feel. Because, like I told you guys, I don't have kids. Would I like to have? Yes. But I'm okay with paying taxes. And I'm not going to complain. That's part of the system we have.
Because we're looking
for
after
firefighters.
Everyone's kids.
Yes. It pays for police. I have a job thanks to you guys. Taxpayers' money, right, in my job. Yeah. It is. But I think we should invest, instead of the wealthy who don't need tax breaks, let's invest in the working class. The middle class, the lower middle class, the poverty. We could get rid of this poverty by even having a basic annual income, because it's worked in some countries.
Let's look at Sweden.
Yeah.
Well, they're self-regulated.
They look after.
They are.
They're self-regulated. Yeah. They're not going to shoot themselves in the foot.
No.
But they have their waste. Their ratio of waste is 1%.
Wow.
So they're not wasting.
See,
they are not wasting.
So they have like a national compost type of program.
Yeah. And we even had. Remember, we had a compost they were going to try here. Yeah. People start complaining about it.
Well, I don't want to pay for that.
It's going to smell bad.
In
our city,
it's
going to smell bad. Yes, they were going to try one.
I love our city, but I hate our city at the same time.
Well, we're such whiners.
We are, and anytime there's a change,
everything.
But Paul's right, though. I remember.
I hate Winnipeg. Like that song. It's so true. Like, I'm proud Winnipegger, but fuck Winnipeg. You know, it's like it doesn't make any sense.
But then people complain though. But then don't you want? This is going to help less garbage. A compost. You're going to have less garbage, less money to spend. This goes as fertilizer, can be used. Let's get it back into. But people
that's reinvestment into the province, right?
And you could do so much. Like going to Portugal for my best friend's wedding, which you went to.
Yep, I was there.
And they're recycling batteries, Todd, and I'm going to get a coffee, and they got a recycling depot for batteries.
But this is like over 10 years. This is 10 years.
But they're way ahead, though. It's in like Sweden's way ahead. They're way ahead. And climate crisis, we have about 12 years, probably the way scientists are saying. Mm-hmm. And if you notice now, like Venice, Italy, that'll be underwater eventually, because the tourism is great, but eventually that'll be Miami, that'll be underwater some places. And already they're having climate gentrification, and what that means is. Rich people, buy land that's higher, and they've done it already in Florida. In Haiti, they're trying to buy people like wealthy.
And then sell
people
it at
from China,
the highest bidder.
They're coming, and then they raise the rent. So those people who are living in like little Haiti and Miami, I just found this out yesterday. They're buying, and these people can't afford the rent. So they raise the rent, and then they'll buy the property and move those people out. And then those people, they have nowhere to live.
Yeah.
And because it's on higher land. And these people that have wealthy, they don't care, because they don't care about those people, sadly. They, instead of caring about humanity, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We go number 1 and 2, and we should care more about each other. And that's where I love Sweden, Scandinavia, Norway, all that.
Yeah, we're moving. We're moving.
We're moving. Plus, they have great-looking women in Sweden.
Yeah.
But another reason
also Canada, though, with the healthcare compared to the States is Tommy Douglas fought for that. And a lot of people, if it wasn't for him and the New Democrats, and I'm not trying to go in a huge but that helped where people were against it too. Where are you going to get the money? And they pushed for that. Where we thankfully have healthcare. Because my parents were going to move to the States, and nothing against the States. Oy. I have more against their foreign policy and the Orange Man that's there. I have a problem with him and his warmongers.
Is he related to Rocket Man?
No, Rocket Man's a great.
Oh no, they're friends though, aren't they? Orange Man and Rocket Man.
Yes, you're talking about North Korea. Yeah. But it's important to have
not Elton John.
Investing in your people, and I think Sweden, the Norwegian or the what is it called?
There's
That's
Scandinavia,
Scandinavia,
there's
Norway,
Denmark.
All of
Finland?
them, Denmark, they invest in the people.
Yep.
And people are okay with paying, and I think that's where you come around. And you know what? In the long term, look at those people. They're more happier, I guarantee.
Well, no, they actually have a
Yes,
happiness
yes.
quotient.
And
that
they're
they-
high up. I guarantee
Well,
you
they're-
they're like in top 10. Am I right?
Yep.
Or I could.
Yep.
But here is where I think we can change, but people need to critical think and
You're gonna bust out the deep voice
Yeah.
right away.
I'm waiting for desire.
Rocket Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
You want to find a place to raise your kids?
Yeah.
Move
But
to
Canada's
Sweden.
got a great thing. It's just
Yeah.
people need to fight and call it what it is.
And we're
care about
whiners,
each other.
and yeah,
All
we're
right.
whiners,
The time.
and we're conspiracy theorists.
There's always going to be conspiracy theorists.
Okay, we got to find something to wind up JP about next time.
What could it
Well,
be?
he's on fire here.
What could it be?
But there's a lot of people I just wish would pay attention and be informed.
Yeah.
And look at the candidate, and like we were talking about policies. Look at what they stand for.
Yeah.
But I can sympathize with Todd because there's been people. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you a tablet for every citizen, and then when they get in, hey man, where's my tablet? Oh, sorry. That went to the guys that we have
Yeah.
over. The money went to overseas or wherever it went to
I
sell.
was- yeah, I believe in the honesty thing. Like I know
And that's why
in my job interview when
Yeah.
I got my job,
Yeah.
I said, well, these are the things that I want to do when
Yeah.
I work for you,
yeah.
and I'm doing those things. But if I'd had started, go, you know what? Nah. So like, oh, you're not doing anything. No, I changed my mind. But thanks for giving me a job.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try to fire me, I'm going to sue you or something. Dishonest. I don't like
Yeah.
dishonesty.
See, we're going through healthcare right now. They've amalgamated. Was it Bill 29? They want to have all of us under one union. So now the unions are doing the same thing as the politicians are doing, except instead of using other people's money, they're using the people's money.
Yeah.
So now they've got campaigns where, well, we're going to bring free pizza. We're going to give you these new bags. We're going to give you new water containers and coolers and shirts. And, they're spending the people's money that actually have paid
bribe
their
you.
union dues to
Bribe you.
bribe, because this Bill 29, there's going to be tons of people under a union. How much money that's going to generate for them. They're just pouring money into their advertising.
Your money.
To try and, our money.
To convince you to vote their
Yeah.
way.
Well,
They're
they'll say,
taking
well,
your money
it's not
to
your
convince
money.
you to vote for them.
It's not your money. It's everyone's
Yeah.
money, pretty
Yeah.
much, that have been paying dues. But we're going to use that money to,
And when they cut stuff, it always bothers me. They'll cut in and go, well, we've cut this amount of money from healthcare. And then the lines are all,
But then, yeah,
there's a lot of lines in healthcare, right? Waiting times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you invested more in healthcare, you wouldn't have those lines. You have to invest in
it's almost like if they're gonna.
And then they blame the other party.
There's
what
two
they do.
things that we,
Yeah.
no matter what, should always invest in: healthcare and education.
Agreed.
And that's
Agreed.
those are the
Agreed.
two places
Agreed.
where we're cutting the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it makes no sense to me at all. And I don't know how you cut a bunch of like facilities like ERs and all that, or how you cut and then go, well, we're going to just amalgamate and do this here and there. We'll make and then go shorter and then go, the times are going to be shorter. How is that? There's not enough facilities. How is that going to be shorter times? I don't get that. And they can't explain that.
everybody wants to make their own mark and it's like when someone has a building named after themselves. They
Yes.
want a legacy. They want to
Yes.
say, well, I did this or
Yeah.
we did that. Whether it was right or wrong,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's up
And
in
that's
the
how
air.
they get into university
But-
too. Some people, the elites, that's what they do. So they'll call it whatever their name, and then they'll get a library in their name, and then they get into university for free because they've donated. That's what the elites do to get in, which is crazy.
Well, they're all getting caught on that now.
yes,
Yeah.
now,
is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well,
And
right.
Becky,
We do have
and
to-
Becky,
Okay, we're gonna have to sign off here, guys.
yeah.
Paulo
Wow,
have to be somewhere.
we did a whole thing. We started off in Sweden. We didn't even get to the soundtracks.
No,
I know,
That's
no.
okay.
Oh.
Tracy really
Yeah.
wanted it on the soundtrack. Thing,
Okay,
so
yeah, cool.
maybe we'll do that
Sweet.
next time.
All right. then.
Sweet.
Invest
10.
in people. Invest in people.
And
pretty
and
much.
in 2020, vote JP.
2020, that's a huge
20
election
2024.
for the U.S. The USA.
Oh,
that's a huge. Yeah.
big election.
Vote JP.
All right.
All right then.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thanks for having us,
Yeah.
Todd.
Oh, definitely
Sean,
do it again.
Thank you. This was awesome.
Appreciate
Do
it.
again. Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
was a lot of fun.
Yep.
All right
Maybe
then.
we should start a
And
podcast.
don't forget the Swedish Muppet Chef. Remember, he's from
Oh, yeah.
Sweden.
Yep.
I love him.
Yeah,
I love him. He's
so
awesome.
good. Yeah, with the chickens. Remember, and they sing too. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm a big Muppets fan, man.
Yeah, you are huge. You were.
I've had multiple episodes on the Muppets.
Oh, you have. Nice.
Yeah. And my favorite comedic duo of all time is Bert and Ernie.
Bernard.
Oh, yeah. I heard you guys. I heard that one.
All right. I'm closing the computer down.
All right.
All right.
Much love and peace to everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.